What's up, guys? So many of you that follow me or watch the story know that Saturday was the 20-year anniversary of the Operation Red Wings mission, that is the lone survivor mission. And I recorded a video for that day. There were some clips here on Instagram. The full video is on YouTube, but it's the first time ever I've told the whole story of where I was when it went down and the timeline for my interaction with those guys. That was my troop. Eric Christensen was my boss, and I obviously lost friends on that helicopter. So, yeah, many of you know that story. Some of you know it because you're personally connected to it, teammates and military members. And some of you know it merely because you've read the book Lone Survivor and you've watched the movie. You know, on this Monday, my advice to really, this goes to anyone out there, but it really goes to my military friends that are out there. Because oftentimes, you know, 20 years is a long time and it's easy for us to grieve. And there's a saying, you know, do not grieve, wise warrior, for it's better to honor these men who live so greatly than to waste time grieving for them. We honor their memory. And I love that quote. And I don't have that totally right, but I live my life that way now. I don't understand individuals who lose someone and they stop living. You know, they stop living because I understand sometimes we're consumed by grief and sorrow. And I've also, you know, I've talked to people about, oh, well, survivor's guilt, and that's why, you know, I don't want to live because that's crazy to me. I think we must live greatly. I think the way we honor those we have lost is to try and be the best version of ourselves. Because I think about, like, those guys, my friends, and their names, you know, I mean, tattooed here on the inside of my arm are the names of these guys that I work with, you know, Murphy, Dietz, Axelson, knowing them, Fontan, McGreevy, yeah, JT. So I just think about that they would give anything to still be here living and dealing with the problems and the challenges and the shit show that all of us get consumed with and want to be frustrated by. They'd say, I'd give anything to still be here. I'd give anything. They would give anything. Mike McGreevy's daughter and my youngest daughter, are only several months apart. And Mike and I used to talk about, he was a first-time dad. And we used to talk about daughters. And, like, you know, I had already had one and I was excited to have another one. And we used to talk about that. And there's no doubt in my mind that Mike would give anything to still be here and watch his daughter grow up. So this life is short, guys. And I think that you've got to live greatly. You've got to try and be the best version of yourself. Because if you've lost someone, if you're a military member, law enforcement, or fire, and you've lost someone, it is your duty. I think the greatest tribute you can ever give to their memory is to try and be the best version of yourself. Because I think about them standing up in the armies of heaven. They're looking down and they're like, you know what, man? Jason Redman, that guy really is trying his best to be the best version of him. Like, you know, I didn't get to come home and he did, but you know what? I'm really glad that he's not wasting the life he has that I don't have. So that's my advice for you guys on this Monday Muster. If you've never seen the movie Lone Survivor, you've never read the book, I encourage you to go watch it. You know, it's a pretty amazing story. That Marcus Luttrell survived. But I tell you, honor those we've lost, honor the memory, and man, do your best to be the best version of yourself and live greatly, and that's how we honor their memory.